You can instantly start generating $50,000 to $5,000 in passive income per month, and with enough capital and discipline, even $10,000. I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with cash-secured puts, step by step in plain English. Here's the thing. We'll break down how the strategy works, how much cash you need per contract, how to pick strikes and expirations, and how to manage risk like a pro. I'll walk you through the math behind the income, the real risks you're taking, and the rules I use so you can build a simple, repeatable process. Let's break it down. A cash-secured put is simple. You sell a put option on a stock you're happy to own, and you set aside enough cash to buy 100 shares at the strike price if you're assigned. You get paid a premium upfront, day one. Now, two clean outcomes. If the stock finishes at or above your strike at expiration, the option expires worthless and you keep the premium as income. If the stock drops below your strike and you're assigned, you buy the shares at the strike price. Your effective cost is the strike minus the premium you collected. That's your built-in discount. What this really means is you're trading day-to-day price noise for upfront cash flow and a cheaper potential entry into a stock you already wanted. What I mean by that is the market pays you because you're taking on downside risk for a period of time. You're saying, if this stock falls to my strike, I'll buy it. The more the market expects movement, higher implied volatility, the higher the premium you'll collect. But here's the flip side. Higher volatility also means a higher chance the stock actually dips below your strike. There's no free lunch. Your job is to price the risk. Choose strikes and expirations where the premium fairly compensates you for the possibility of assignment. Do that well, and you're not just gambling. You're getting paid to wait on companies you'd be proud to own. Let's take an example. The stock ABC is trading at $100. We sell a 1-month $95 put, a promise to buy 100 shares at $95 if we're assigned, and the market pays us $2.50 per share up front. Because one contract controls 100 shares, $250 cash hits the account immediately. In return, we park $9,500 as collateral. In plain English, we're agreeing to buy at a 5% discount to today's price, and we're getting paid to make that promise. That $250 is our income for the month. On the cash set aside $9,500, that's a 2.63% return for roughly 30 days. If you kept finding the same terms all year, real life rarely does, that pace would annualize to about 31.6%. Our break-even at expiration is $92.50, strike minus premium, which is 7.5% below today's $100. What this really means is the stock can fall a fair bit before this trade turns red. Disproportionate outcomes. If ABC finishes at or above $95, the option expires worthless. We keep the $250, never buy the shares, and the collateral is freed up to redeploy next month. In other words, we got paid for being willing to buy, and the market didn't make us buy. If ABC finishes exactly at $92.50, that's our break-even. Ignoring fees, the trade nets out roughly $0. No win, no loss, just a clean exit. If ABC slides to $85, we're assigned at $95 as promised. Our effective cost basis is $92.50 after the premium, leaving an unrealized loss of $7.50 per share, minus $750 at expiration. What this is telling us is the premiums soften the blow by $2.50, but it doesn't erase downside risk. The key is that ownership was part of the plan. From here, we can pivot to the next play, often selling a covered call to start lowering the basis and continue the income cycle. This dart below today's price, so you're trying to buy it cheaper if the stock drops. You chose about 1 month until expiration, which is a good window because options usually lose value faster as time passes. That helps you as the seller. So you get paid now, you have a built-in discount if you're assigned, and the plan stays simple. You want to make more with the same capital? Sure, you can, but you have to take a bigger risk. Take an example, and it moves a lot. We sell a 45-day put with a $110 strike. We collect $5 per share, so $500 up front, and we set aside $11,000 as collateral. That works out to about 4.55% on the cash for roughly a month and a half. If every cycle looked like this, the pace would be around 36.9% per year, but markets rarely line up that neatly. Our break-even at expiration is $105. Reality check. The premium looks large because the stock is volatile. Option sellers get paid more when price swings are likely. Events such as earnings, analyst downgrades, or a weak day for the whole sector can drive the stock to $110 or below. A bigger premium signals a higher chance of assignment and deeper downside. Selling the put means you must buy 100 shares at the strike. Your effective cost equals strike minus premium. Only place the trade if you truly want those shares at that cost and can reserve the cash. Big premiums are payment for risk, not free money. Size carefully. Let's take a real-world example. All right, let's walk through this screen step by step like we're placing the trade together. NVIDIA is trading around 180.28 cents per cent. Down the left, you've got a ladder of strike prices. 190, 185, 180, all the way to $145. We've highlighted the $160 strike for a cash-secured put expiring in about 28 days. Here's the thing. Picking a lower strike, farther below the current price, usually gives you more safety but less premium. Picking a higher strike pays more but puts you closer to assignment. At 160, you're roughly $20 below the current price, about 11% out of the money, with an estimated chance of profit around 83% on this platform. That's why it's a popular income with cushion choice. Look at the bid-ask, 225, 229. We're using a limit at 225. Because one contract is 100 shares, that's $225 of credit up front. The panel even shows $224.96 after fees. What this really means is your max profit on this short put is exactly the premium you collect, $225. Against the $16,000 you must reserve for a potential purchase, 160 times 100, that's about 1.4% for 28 days. Let's break it down. On an annual pace, not a promise. 1.4% times 365.28 that approximate 18% if you could rinse and repeat with similar terms, which markets don't always allow. Still, it's a clean way to get paid to wait. On the right, it's a short put. One contract, good for day, limit 225. Estimated credit, $224.96. The platform is telling you, if filled, we'll drop that cash in your account now, and we'll lock up $16,000 as collateral. What I mean by this, you're formally obligated to buy 100 NVIDIA shares at 160 if you're assigned at or before expiration. If you truly want those shares at that price, this is exactly the promise you want to make. If not, pick a different strike or don't sell the put. That little chart is your whole story in one picture. The green flat line across the top, that's your max profit of $225. You earn that if NVIDIA finishes at or above 160 at expiration. The option expires worthless, you keep the premium, and no shares change hands. The black dot is your break-even at 157.75. Strike 160 minus premium 225. If NVIDIA lands exactly there at expiration, your profit is roughly zero after premium. No win, no loss. Below 157.75, notice the orange line slopes down. Losses grow dollar for dollar as the stock drops, because you're effectively long from the net cost of 157.75. The max loss printed, 15,775, represents the nightmare. NVIDIA to $0. That's strike times 100 minus your $225 credit. It's unlikely, but the platform shows it, so you respect the downside. Here's the thing. Higher strikes equals higher premium equals higher assignment risk. See it on the screen. 195 pays about $17.40. 190 pays $13.90. 185 pays $10.80. Drop to 160, and it's only 225. Bigger check, bigger danger. To the trade selected, a $175 cash secured put, 28 days, limit $6.10. That's $610 credit per contract, 100 shares, while $17,500 is locked as collateral. On collateral, the period return is 610 divided $17,500 equals 3.5% for 28 days. Pace, not a promise, 45% annualized if you could repeat similar terms. Order panel confirms. Short put, good for day, estimated credit 609.96. What this really means is you're obligated to buy 100 shares at $175 if assigned. Now the P&L graph. Max profit is the premium, 610. Break-even is 175 minus $6.10, $168.90, roughly 6.3% below spot. Above 175 at expiration, you keep the full credit. Below 168.90, losses grow dollar for dollar. Max loss shows $16,890, strike value minus premium, if NVIDIA went to zero. What is this telling us? The platform is visualizing the core rule. High risk and strike price equals high premium. Choose strikes you can live with, size for assignment, and let the premium fairly pay you for that risk. If you find this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and let me know in comments what next you want a video on.